This is Charlie. Charlie Charger. Welcome to Charger Chase. Your main goal is to make it through each room, find your charger, and make it to the bus. Help Charlie find his charger and make it through all of the rooms. There are 5 levels with each its own goal. Levels 1 through 3, you need to focus on making it out of the room, while in level 4, find your charger, and finally in level 5, make it to the bus. This 2D level multi-level single player is rated E for everyone 7 and up. It will be available on PC and mobile devices. With timers and leaderboards, show off your best scores. With add-ons, you can retry a level and even customize your appearance. We can't wait to have you on board with Charger Chase.
Hey there everyone, welcome to the Butler High School game pitch by the Butler Esports and STEM team. Our game is called Super Destructible Dungeon. Super Destructible Dungeon is a top-down dungeon crawler style game, in which the player progresses down through multiple floors, each with difficult enemies and obstacles. The goal of the game is to make it all the way down the dungeon to the bottom floor, place a bomb, and then go all the way back up and out the dungeon before the bomb blows the dungeon up, with you still in it. The unique twist, however, is that throughout the game you can destroy anything. I'm talking walls, floors, and anything else are completely fair play, given you have the right tool for the job. However, whatever you destroy might bite you in the back later on your way back up through the dungeon. Moving on, the story of the game is that you are chasing a villain into a dungeon, hoping to get to the bottom and blow your enemy up. However, as you progress through the dungeon, you start to take more and more dubious decisions to achieve your goal. At the end, you realize you were actually the villain the entire time, causing mayhem and destruction in your blinded rage to kill your quote-unquote villain. This never-seen-before twist really adds a unique aspect to the game that many players will appreciate. Moving on, our target demographic is young adults who like roguelike or indie games. Our game will also appeal to players who enjoy strategy games or challenges. This style of game has been seen to work countless times in these crowds, with the popularity of games like The Legend of Zelda and Escapists. Our game somewhat combines these two games to create a new and one-of-a-kind puzzle plus dungeon crawler gaming experience. Now, our target hardware is basically all of the possible hardwares, Steam, PC, mobile, console, Switch, anything you can think of, as our game would work really well as a co-op game, so we want as much cross-compatibility as we can have. However, our main starting goal is to make the game for mobile and PC, as that's where most of our previously mentioned target demographic, which was, young adults that like indie games, that's where most of them are. So we want to go for mobile and PC first. And speaking of co-op, in terms of online functionality, our main goal is to allow multiplayer co-op gaming where players work together to progress through the dungeon. However, the game will also be suitable for more competitive people, as we plan to incorporate a time trial based leaderboard for a more competitive and advanced user base that want that adrenaline rush as they play through our game. Lastly, we have monetization. In terms of monetization, we are strictly against any form of pay to win for obvious reasons. So our main source of income will be from in-app purchases that cater to all audiences. People who want more gameplay can play for new maps, whereas people who enjoy flexing on their friends may pay more money on cosmetics or titles. In any case, players will also be able to purchase a Battle Pass-esque system as seen in popular games like Rocket League and Fortnite, where players who pay gain additional items for playing more often. Although players with the base game that haven't paid any money will also have some sort of battle pass that is completely free, they just won't have as many items as people who pay. Anyways, that is all for Super Destructible Dungeon. Thank you everyone for listening, and I hope you guys have a great day.
This is our Rocky River STEM project, scholarships, and the scholar system. For our mission for this game, we will make a Space Invaders-esque game containing all the schools in CMS. Why would you play our game? This game includes custom-made sprites based off some of the schools in CMS and will have fun mechanics included within the gameplay. As for the attainability, the game will be completely free to play, and we will make sure that everyone in the CMS system can play this exciting game with fun mechanics.
We currently have 3 game sprite examples. The left and right ones are the Meck and Ardrey Kell enemy ships. The middle one is a Rocky River main ship. The team. I will be working on the game, making visuals for the game, and Pandy will be the game tester and main assistant. CV Amp will be also working on the game and be a game tester. Airdope will be a graphic designer and provide feedback, and IDFA will also be an idea presenter and also provide feedback. The plan, step 1 will be starting with the basics of the game and thinking about the mechanics we could add. Step 2 will be designing the enemies and starting to make the game function. And finally, step 3, we will be testing for bugs and making sure everything is working before submitting the game.
Is chess. It's boring and old, and everyone's seen it before. You move pieces around until you eventually take a piece. Now, this is fun for most people, but for an everyday player like me, this isn't very fun, which is why I'm going to introduce you to chess PvP. Hi, my name is Floppa, and I'm from Independence High School, and I am here to show you what Independence has come up with for our game idea. In this game, instead of just normally taking a piece, you will instead fight on a 2D platform with each piece having their own specific weapon and or ability, and whoever wins in that fight will win on the chessboard. The game is basically still chess, but you add a fun and interactive way in order to learn the game. This is intended to target mostly people who want to learn chess or who just want to have fun playing a game. We are making this game free to play in order to get as many people around the world to learn chess in a fun way. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys take into consideration chess PvP. Thank you and have a great day.
Alright, here's Ardrey Kell's submission. Clean Cut. It's a meal planning app. So table of contents here. First we'll go over our problem, then the solution, the scope of our app, and then lastly we'll go over some monetization. So the problem. One issue we face today is lack of knowledge on how to effectively financially plan for ourselves. And a major component of that is meal planning. There are still many households in America today that are not food secure, and our app plans to help mitigate that. So our app plans to help people effectively plan their meals. It will provide affordable and available meal plans that they can incorporate into their lives seamlessly. It will have varying ranges of options based on several factors to best fit the user's needs. So for some scopes. So there will be a simple authentication and account creation system, dynamic prices based on the user's location. So it will search the store prices around the user on the ingredients, so it'll give them an accurate price estimate for their meal plans. The app will show locations nearby in which the user can find ingredients. Users can input their own meal plans for others to use. Users can input price ranges or can input a price range and receive the best suited plan for them. So for monetization, so for users who don't need the app for meal plans, but rather just to find meals they can enjoy, there will be premium plans that the users of the app can create and upload their meal plans to, which other users can subscribe to find higher quality meal plans. The revenue generated will be split between app and user. This helps boost a better ecosystem for the app as it gives back to the community as well. and that is CleanCut, a simple app to solve your meal planning needs.
Hello, my name is Rory Bone, and I am representing the South Meck STEM team for Week 1 of Season 1. So let's get right into it. Our problem statement for this season is that we are going to build a educational interactive app to teach younger generations about when and how to implement clean green energy and how to counteract the negatives of fossil fuels and greenhouse gases. The main feature is a interactive educational experience to teach these kids about green energy. Our target demographic is from about 2nd grade to 7th grade, and our platforms will be iPads, iPhones, and desktop computers. So not only can these kids learn at school, but they can also learn at home and educate their parents about it. Our return on investment strategy is we are investing in our kids to make the world a better place, but also we can connect with green energy companies and promote their products on our app too. Thank y'all.
Hey, it's Wes from Myers Park High School, and this is the video for our game. The title is Knights of the Realm. It's going to be a tower defense game, similar to Bloons Tower Defense or Kingdom Rush, and that's going to be defending waves of enemies with towers you place along a track, and we can add some other gameplay aspects in there as well, but that's just the basic idea. The main story is going to be set in a fantasy world, of course. The enemies are probably going to consist of like things like goblins and orcs, and you are going to be playing as a group of knights, aiming to protect the Ark Kingdom from the invasions. So the different maps are going to be different settlements you have to protect, and our target demographic is probably going to be gamers of all ages who love fantasy. It's be a very fantasy heavy game. It's fairly cartoonish because we're going to go for a pixel art style. The online functionality would be we have going to put a leaderboard where whoever survived the most rounds will be put on the leaderboard, and this would be for each map and for each difficulty. And the monetization, we're gonna aside from the base thing that we make, each thing that we add afterwards can be monetized, such as new maps or such as new units. And our original scope for the base game, as we'll call it, is going to be 5 maps and 5 units, and each map and unit will have a difficulty. Each map will have a difficulty of normal or hard.
Okay, the last one dragged on a bit, so I'm probably just going to speedrun through this one. Basically, the game is going to be made in Construct 3, no scratch jokes or anything. The game is going to be a turn-based RPG that's also a card game for whatever reason. Not going to get into the story of the game because it's probably going to take a bit long. Just know that the story isn't going to take itself too seriously. There'll be 2 or 3 different classes Those classes will have different decks, and those different decks have different cards which have different abilities. And those different decks have different playstyle, mainly having you to strategize. Those different decks have different strategies you need to use. So I want there to probably be either 3 or 4 major battles within the game. I want the whole idea of the card game to be basically put your opponent's health to 0. There could be 3 types of cards. Attack cards that actually attack the enemy, defense cards that defend yourself, and there's miscellaneous cards which do anything. I definitely hope you enjoy the game when we actually finish it. Also, I'm sorry I couldn't make the video a bit more entertaining because of the length.
Hello, my name is Poe, and this is the G-Bank app pitch. And for our presentation, here are the contents for our slideshow. So, what's the problem? Well, many teenagers face barriers to accessing financial services, resulting in a lack of financial literacy and independence. And so, our target group for our app is made for teenagers to age 13 to 18, because they are also part of the economy. And so, our main features are that we can easily manage finance and view of transactions, and tools for better financial decisions. We also have a rewards program for smart spending. And so, for functionality, G-Bank is an ultimate banking app for teens. Manage finances easily with tools and resources for smart financial decisions. Enjoy a virtual debit card for safe online purchases, and earn rewards for saving. Take control of your finances. G-Bank provides a sleek, user-friendly interface with an intuitive design and dark mode for added comfort. This app will be available on both iOS and Android platforms, ensuring that everyone can enjoy the benefits of managing their finances with G-Bank. And so what about the marketing strategy? Well, our marketing strategy for G-Bank involves the targeted social media posts and strategic posters in schools to reach potential users and encourage adoption. And for monetization, G-Bank charges a small fee for transaction to cover maintenance and support low costs. Lastly, for our call to action, G-Bank's goal is to help students learn effective money management. Thank you, from the Garinger STEM team.
Hopewell STEM team, and welcome to our app pitch.
Many teens do not have access to or have difficulty finding reliable banking, budgeting, and financial services, as well as finding useful tips and tricks. Our app is designed to help students with these issues.
The app will have 2 functions focused on teens. The first being a computational function to take income, expenses, wants, and other factors to assist in making a budgeting and financial plan. The second, and arguably more useful function, is to connect teens to trustworthy and useful banking services, financial services, and teen employment opportunities similar to websites like LinkedIn to further teens' economic freedom and responsibility.
The service will be available as an app that can be downloaded on the iOS and Android platforms, as well as being available as a website for browser access. Additionally, the app will make use of an internet connection by using a database to access the listed opportunities for financial services, as well as being able to save profile data for users, including financial factors, financial goals, and financial plans for access across multiple devices.
The service can be monetized through an advertisement fee, in which services and job openings can request to be listed on the app in exchange for this fee to access the teen audience of this app, which will be paid after the service has been reviewed for reliability and accepted.
Thank you for listening to our app pitch.
Hello CMS STEM League. We are Hough High School, and we are ready to start the new season of the league over here on the STEM side. For the app development competition, we have decided to create a mobile app to provide important information on sources of clean energy and how they can be attained by the users. Our team has collectively decided that this issue is a very important one to address and that we will create an app that will help educate people on the issue.
Through our app, we plan to provide information on prominent sources of clean energy to an audience of young adults. We believe that people must know what they are investing their time, money, and votes into before they actually take action. And our app will help them start their clean energy journey directly from their phones. Users will be able to learn about many different types of clean energy in a compact and engaging way in order to encourage people to invest into clean energy.
We plan to implement multiple educational features into our app that will engage the user, such as a news feed on important clean energy articles, informational pages on different sources of clean energy, and a sort of portal for attaining solar panels from a local provider to power a user's house. This will help clean energy develop through citizens.
Our app could make money through pop-up ads, as people will be reading pages of the app. We plan to use this app to help citizens of the U.S. contribute to the sustainability of our country's energy while being educated on what changes they are helping to make. More specifically, the app will provide information on clean energy and help connect people for those who can help start using solar energy.
Hello, and welcome to the Seek Team Week 1 overview. We are going to be proposing our idea for the Week 1 project. Our idea is to create an app that will educate people about the benefits of clean energy and the bad effects of carbon-based energy, as well as help them navigate ways to implement clean energy sources into their own homes. The app will have an account system which can be upgraded further to help the user learn more about their area and how to use clean energy properly.
The app will also provide the user a customer service line that they can connect to for more help on our main target audience are people who are soon to be homeowners, as well as high school students, as we wish to help those getting new houses by lowering their energy costs. But our app can help any homeowner. We primarily plan for the app to support the Mecklenburg area. We might even expand it to the national level. Our app will help people help the environment from the dangers of carbon-based energy and help them maintain their home's energy financially as well.
Yellow White Tag Nation, our team at JT Williams has been hard at work, and we are happy to present an idea for an app that we believe everyone can use and profit from.
JT Count is going to target a core issue that we believe many schools overlook in the current curriculum: financial literacy for students.
Many students in CMS find themselves wondering where all their money went, what was it spent on, how can they make each cent go further.
JT Count will have users input things like income, fixed expenses, and saving goals. JT Count will do all the math for the user. Things like a weekly budget will be automatically displayed and tracked, eliminating the need for thousands of spreadsheets.
JT Count will be used mostly on mobile devices, but in order to promote ease of access for the user, PC will be made available, but it is not the priority.
JT Count wouldn't be complete without taking advantage of modern-day internet technology. We intend for this app to generate a custom news feed for users to give them relevant information on their saving goals, income, expenses, and other subjects.
When it comes to printing money, JT Count will only be bested by the Department of the Treasury. The burden of payment won't fall to the user, but will instead fall to financial services and banks in the area. They can pay a subscription to be highlighted or featured in a section of the app that gives users information about investments, interest rates, and other things relevant to saving.
We at JT Williams are very excited to be participating in the STEM competition this season, and we can't wait to show you guys what we've got in store.
Hello everyone, I'm Jesse Chen.
And I'm Pranav Nair, and we're from Providence High School.
Our app is We Care. This app revolutionizes the connection between charities and people who are looking to volunteer.
So, whenever I'm looking to volunteer, I face a huge problem. This problem is that I'm not able to easily find any places where I can volunteer. This app aims to reduce that and provide an easy portal for charities and volunteers and potential donators to connect with each other.
We believe that We Care has the potential to be a world-changing app that can bring positive change to hundreds of charities worldwide. And with the help of the CMS Esports League, we hope to make this app a reality. Thank you.
Hello, this is Emilio Pacheco with Harding University High School, and we will be presenting our pitch for our game. The story of this game is that you, the player, have been trapped in a dimension called the Slip, and must traverse throughout a series of mazes to return home. The name of the game: another amazing game, the sequel. In this game, you must collect runes scattered across the maze to unlock the exit. The mazes increase in difficulty and size, and each tier of difficulty requires more runes to unlock the exit. Our game is made for everyone, but our target audience is competitive and strategic players. An online feature that encourages replayability and caters to the competitive scene is a speedrun mode to compete with others. This demonstration, not made in Construct 3, represents a rough idea of our game concept. We hope to release this game on 2 platforms, mobile and computer, so we can gain as much of an audience as possible. After installing the game, players can try the first levels for free, and even attempt speedruns. After completing a few levels, they have the option to pay a small fee of $1.99 to gain access to the rest of the game. Our goal is to expand upon the original vision of our game idea by creating a higher quality product that every player can enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I hope you consider investing in another amazing game.
Hello everyone. Here we will be presenting our game idea. We will be creating an escape room that will require you to solve many complex puzzles and games that you will need to complete in a timely manner or consequences will catch up to you. In our game, there will be a storyline scene where someone is waiting for a bus, but a strange car pulls up and rolls down their window only to mutter something under their breath, which will cause the player to fall unconscious and appear in an unfamiliar dungeon room which they will have to escape from. We will include logic puzzles that require critical thinking and patience in order to solve them accordingly. Well-known puzzles such as Sudoku, crosswords, and more will also be included in our game to give our players something they might recognize. We wanted to add a little more spice to our game, so we came up with the horror aspects. First, we will include a time limit option to give the mind a mental note to complete the game soon. Jump scares will deter the player from guessing. Horror aspects will add to our game by introducing a new dimension to the game. It puts you in a position where you are the center of attention. Also, who doesn't love a little scare? Thank you for listening in. I'll see you in the dungeons!
What do you know about taking out a loan?
I know nothing.
What do you know about interest rates?
Nothing at all.
What do you know about credit scores?
What is credit again?
We're the Olympic STEM team, and this is our pitch for our app, Money Mine.
Imagine you're a high school senior about to graduate. You have to work while going to college, or you go to a 4-year college, living on your own, trying to figure out your finance. Well, that's where we come in.
Many students borrow money to fund a portion of their college expenses. Each year, 30 to 40% of all undergraduate students take federal student loans.
We aim to serve high school students, high school graduates, college students, or recent graduates. Our goal is to help promote upward mobility through finance literacy and help young people make better financial decisions. A courses that teaches people how to take out and pay a loan, how to manage and maintain their credit scores, and how to budget money through videos and infographics. This app will also be available in Spanish.
The Money Mind app will help to educate students straight out of high school and college about financial literacy. Thank you for your time, and consider our app Money Mind.
Hello, my name is Malvin and I'm here with some STEM members from Palisades High School to present our app. And our app is going to be an educational gaming app that's teaching students more about financial services and ways to apply for them. Students today may not have as much knowledge leaving high school or entering college about applying or obtaining financial services such as banking, applying for credit cards, and filing taxes. And we aim to solve this with our app idea.
This user's avatar is an underwater submarine that tries to dodge obstacles inside the cave and try to get to the furthest possible point in the cave. Now, the user has to answer questions in order to keep their health as well as their oxygen levels high enough in order to not have to go above surface. Now, if they do, or they get hit by cave obstacles, they will have to answer 10 questions to get an extra life, or they end up losing their run. Now, students or users who end up mastering the topic, we have resources for them to do with the newly acquired information.
Our target demographic would be high schoolers and undergraduates who do not have access to learning about financial services. Realistically, we want to keep the hardware we publish our app on to be minimal, and we want to keep our app on the more mainstream platforms such as the App Store and Google Play.
To implement online functionality creatively while still pertaining to our app, we decided on a sign-in/account creation feature to personalize our user experience, allow them to make their own online appearance to show on our live weekly leaderboard feature.
Our way of monetizing our app is by allowing users to make microtransactions to customize their avatar through accessories, skins, or animation. To give the users a reason to customize their skins, we will add a global weekly leaderboard to display the top players' skins and avatars. Some customizations will be given to the user for free, but the more appealing ones have to be paid for.
Our goal for this app is to conveniently and efficiently provide students leaving high school or entering college who may have problems with accessing financial services to leave them with a foundation of knowledge surrounding financial services as they enter their stages of adulthood.
Hello, I am Beckham Fortenberry of the East Mecklenburg STEM team, and we are making Paper Warriors. Paper Warriors is a 2-player in-person game, which is a turn-based strategy game where defeating all of the opponent's Paper Warriors is the goal. It'll be set on like a hexagon board to where each Paper Warrior can move in all 6 directions. So each Paper Warrior is going to be different. There will be about 20 or 25. Each PW has its own stats. It has its speed, which is how many tiles it can move a turn. It has its health, which is how many hit points it has. And it has its damage, which is how many hit points it dishes out. We're either going to make it to where you can have 4 or 5 Paper Warriors to start. We don't know which one we're going to do yet, but you can move each Paper Warrior on a turn. I mean, obviously, we're going to be marketing towards people who enjoy strategy games, who enjoy thinking like a turn ahead. It'll work on both PC and mobile. On the PC, it'll just be one board and it'll show if it's player 1's turn or player 2's turn. And then if it's on a mobile device, it'll be a board mirrored on both sides of the screen so that a person can be on each side of the tablet or on each side of the phone. We can get more money from it from doing DLC Paper Warriors or making different maps that you can battle on. We feel it's a creative game because not any, I feel, strategy games use hexagons instead of squares, and so that opens up more of a sense of direction. You can really have a more versatile movement, and we're gonna have tons of Paper Warriors. They're all gonna have their own story. We're gonna make a little page for that. But yeah, thank you.
Hello and welcome to everyone's favorite dungeon crawler that doesn't exist yet. Toast. Wait, wrong logo. Toast. 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 Okay, we are still working on that one. Well anyways, Toast is a game about going into dungeons and seeing all sorts of unique characters. A tuber merchant, a bread addicted duck, and Bill. Of all the names, we went with Bill. Anyways, with these friendly faces come enemies, so travelers beware. The story follows you, the player, on a quest to seal the dungeons and stop the monsters that lie within from terrorizing your beloved village by defeating the Overlord. Larry. Seriously? Next up, our target audience. We are aiming our demographic towards teens and young adults. Basically, anyone who likes fast-paced gameplay with a familiar combat system, but also enjoys a few laughs in a game here and there. Our target platform will be PC, however it could potentially thrive on the mobile market as well, so it will be available on that platform too. It isn't too graphically demanding, so running on lower-end PC should be a breeze. Next, online functionality. In the Endless mode, you could use single player and view other players' stats, or switch to co-op mode to have another friend join the fun. In terms of monetization, PC games and ads just don't mix, so the best approach would be making the game paid, and also include paid content such as various asset packs, to buy that change how the game looks, DLC, and more. With that said, that concludes our pitch for Toast, and we hope to see you in the next round.
This is Charlie. Charlie Charger. Welcome to Charger Chase. Your main goal is to make it through each room, find your charger, and make it to the bus. Help Charlie find his charger and make it through all of the rooms. There are 5 levels with each its own goal. Levels 1 through 3, you need to focus on making it out of the room, while in level 4, find your charger, and finally in level 5, make it to the bus. This 2D level multi-level single player is rated E for everyone 7 and up. It will be available on PC and mobile devices. With timers and leaderboards, show off your best scores. With add-ons, you can retry a level and even customize your appearance. We can't wait to have you on board with Charger Chase.
Picture me this. You don't want to die, you need money. Say join up with a bunch of your friends to take down... Cause they hate trees and find living cringe. Emos. Break into their headquarters with the help of mission control to complete puzzles and to shut down their operation. The quicker the better. All the runs will be put on a leaderboard to finish fast or find fast friends. None of my business. The top 1% will be given a weekly allowance which can be used to buy cosmetics, though if you have a skill issue, you'll have to beat the game. Again, and again, and again. For money! And as you might have predicted, you'll also be able to purchase these coins. And this is going to be one of our main sources of income. Though other games already have an advertisement-based growth plan, it can often be seen as jarring and annoying. That's why we will have our ads be more tastefully spread across our game, along with a designated ad and donation page that rewards you for checking out our sponsors. This is predicted to have a much better click-through rate than traditional methods, with an estimated 5% increase in clicks, therefore, more money. And since this game is so focused on being speedran, the target audience will be a bunch of speedrunners, but since the speedrunning community is so vast, we have aimed to make our game as low-spec friendly as possible. This way, you can speedrun this on max frames, and play with your friends no matter what device you're using. So investors, this is why I believe you should acquire our game. We have what it takes. Allow us to show you.